Hello, good morning, and welcome to all you Celebrant type people out there. It's me, Celebrant Lindy, and I thought I'd come on and make a wee video. I was going to actually put it on my private Facebook group for my students, or the people that I've trained with Celebrant Training Scotland. Whenever I'm coming to do a service and I'm here early, I always go on and do a wee video for them. But anyway, I thought I would share it on this page. Forgive me, I'm kind of all over the place this morning. So I'm just going to do a service in a wee while. But I thought I would come on and have a wee chat to you, and especially to anybody who is considering celebrancy as a career. Because I know there's people often reach out, send me wee messages and things. So we have just completed 4 of the 5-day funeral celebrant training course. So if you sort of follow my work, I offer a 5-day funeral celebrant training course, and it was supposed to go ahead a couple of weeks ago, but of course because of COVID we couldn't, so some of the students asked if we could take it online. So what we did was we took 4 days of it online, and it was done over 2 weekends. And so the 4th day was yesterday, Sunday, and then once the lockdown restrictions are relaxed, we will have our classroom day where we'll all come together, kind of consolidate the learning, and hi Lisa, and try to practice in a more formal setting. So that's the plan. But yesterday at the end of the 4 days, when we were talking about the course and how the students had found it, etc., one of the things that they all said, and this is something that every student has said that's come in all the courses I've done, they said, I never realised how much work goes into being a celebrant. And I think that's really interesting because, and I've pondered the idea of this, and I think when you go to a ceremony, or you go to, let's talk about funeral services, because I'm here, I'm going to do a funeral service, so I don't get mixed up with the language. But if you go to a funeral and you see a funeral service and you see a celebrant, a good celebrant, as most people are, they tend to make it look effortless, don't they? They tend to, hello Susie, hello Heather, hello Jim. If you're watching a celebrant in action, they tend to make it look effortless. They make it look easy. And so I can understand why people think, oh my goodness, I want to do that. And I've heard, in fact, too many times I've heard things like celebrants get loads of money for what they do, because, you know, you rock up, you do a service for 20 minutes and then you get £200. Hi, I want to do that. But here's the thing, what people don't realise is the work and the toil and the effort that's gone in behind the scenes to make it look effortless, to make that 20 minutes be perfect for the family. That doesn't happen naturally, because when you're giving a funeral service, there are so many different things to think about when you're putting it together, as well as when you're delivering it. And that's what the students were saying yesterday. I had no idea what went into this, because every funeral service is different. Every family is different. Every funeral director is different. Every story is different. Every crematorium's different. All their music choices are different. So there are so many things that you have to piece together in the right way for that to look effortless on the day. And so it's absolutely not a case of just coming along in a training. Somebody said, I just thought it was a case of you went to see the family and you did this nice wee chat with them and they told you what they wanted you to say, and then you got up and said it. Oh my, if it was as simple as that. Actually, you know, it was Winston Churchill that said, it takes me 3 weeks to come up with a good 2-minute impromptu speech. You know, it takes loads and loads of effort and work to put together a good service or a good ceremony, regardless of what kind of ceremony it is. Celebrants actually get paid much less than they should, in my opinion, because, as I say, they have so many things to deal with, so many things so many practical aspects that they have to get right, because if one's knocked out, it's like a jigsaw puzzle with a missing piece. It just doesn't work. And so if anybody does go along and see a ceremony, or does go and see a funeral service, and they think, God, that looks so easy, that looks absolutely effortless, it's because that celebrant has put so much work into making it seem effortless. But not just that, not just put work into it, usually put a huge amount of investment into themselves. So their training, their continuous professional development. You know, as I said, we have a wee private Facebook group where it's only for students of Celebrant Training Scotland. And we're always on there sharing books, sharing workshops, sharing courses, you know, sharing best practice, so that we in turn can all become better celebrants, so that when we go and do a service, it comes across as being effortless, it comes across as being easy. But it's certainly not an easy job. And so for anybody who is out there, Heather's saying, I agree, had no idea how much work goes into it. Absolutely. And so for anybody, any celebrant, or sorry, any person who's out there thinking, do you know what, I'd really like to be a celebrant? Great, it's the best job in the world. But don't think it's an easy job. Don't think it's an easy task to get to being a celebrant. You know, every student that's been in my course will tell you I squeeze every last ounce that I can get out of them, and I can be a hard teacher. I know that I can come across as quite you know, a hard taskmaster, but I think that brings out the best in people. But if you're thinking of being a celebrant, really think about it, but don't think about it in those terms. Oh, I went to see a funeral service, or I was at a wedding and the celebrant was great. The celebrant, you know, made it look easy, because, as I said, there's so much work, hours upon hours upon hours of work that has to go in to that 20 minutes or that 30 minutes, so that you and the guests, whoever the attendees, think to themselves, that was perfect. So that's what I wanted to say this morning. I hope you're all well, all you lovely people that have been watching. It's a bit dreich here in central Scotland, a big bit dreich, and I'm just going to go in and do a wee funeral service. So I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Fair fa.